we're going to now do it with our second line defense, with our hands. Yes? When Colin's doing that, he's going to make sure that his head is in that diamond below his opponent's chin. So Jeff's up in his stance a little bit. Just get up. Colin's going to make sure he stays in a nice low stance, and he's going to approach his opponent, staying low, and attack his opponent's hands. It's really fighting for wrist control. It's from this position that we're really going to set up our offense, from here. So you're going to be fighting for wrist control. Once you get wrist control, now Colin's going to hit his high crotch. It's going to pressure for stuff in a second. It's going to be pressuring with his right hand. Once he has wrist control with both, he's going to bring his right hand to pressure his opponent's head. As he stuffs his opponent's head down, the guy's going to react, he's going to pop his head up. Colin stays low, shoots his high crotch. Stop there for a second. You can see that by having that wrist control, it passes by that defense. Okay? A lot of guys are having trouble last year with keeping our hands up high. I think this is going to make it that much easier. All right? So you get by that defense by having that wrist control from here. He's snaking the leg, and then he's going to switch his hands, and he's going to finish to his double. Eddie you guys just going over a high double. This is slightly different. He's going to transition to his double. He's going to explode over here, a 90-degree angle. Good. As Jeff falls, Colin's going to transition to that wrist, ball and chain, claw. Everybody on the team needs to know that move inside and out, know it well. That is our base. That's like our bread and butter. You should try and hit 5 of those a match. All right? See it again. Stands head. He's got his head position. Stuffs his head down. He's got the wrist control. Gets by that defense. Switches his hands. Explodes that double. There. Jeff falls to his hip. Right away, he's transitioning to that wrist, ball and chain, claw. Here. That's our base. There. Also, come on back up. He's got the wrist control. Instead of hitting his high crotch, he's going to look at his duck under. So this is your first day. Just go with the flow. A lot of these guys have been here a week. All right. So he's got the wrist control. This right hand, he's going to come up to the neck. Now quickly, he's going to be pressuring the head, lowering his level. I like to push into my opponent. As I push into my opponent, he starts to push back into you. As he pushes back into you, Colin's going to hit that ducker. He's going to go by that defense. He's going to keep the neck, and then transition with that claw throw. Yeah, this way, and you end up right back in that fight your belly, Jeff, this way. You end up right back in that same position, ball and chain, claw. That's how we want to finish with our opponent. Okay? Up again. Now for our drag double. Colin's got the wrist control. First here, guys. Raise your hand if you've seen this already. First here, guys. Okay, so we'll slow it down a little bit at this point. Turn over this. With the wrist control, what Colin's going to want to do is he wants to get by his opponent's defense. The head and the hands. That's the major defense you've got to get by. So we learn what's called a drag. He's going to drag his opponent's arm across his body so that he can get by that defense and attack the legs. Okay? Come back up. That starts with the wrist control from our base. Once he's got the wrist control, he's going to transition his arm, his opposite arm across, drag that arm, and then he's going to hit that double. From here, it's the same finish as before. Exploding through, transition to your ball and chain claw. Let's see that 3/4 speed. Attach the wrist control in his head, drag, double, right to the ball and chain claw. See that? If we're going quickly, it's okay. We're going to go through this 1,000 times. So we have our high crotch, we've got our duck under, we have our drag double. What else? We got our sweep. So everything we've been hitting has been on your power side. You're righty, you've been attacking your opponent's right leg, your left as you're looking at it. So Colin wants to develop some sort of shot on your opponent's opposite side. Okay? So what we're doing is we're hitting our sweep sync. Again, we start from the head position and the wrist control. Head position, wrist control. From here, Colin's going to be looking to attack. So this looks really stagnant, but as you just rest alive for a second and you're fighting for wrist control, here, okay. So now what he wants to do is, I like to pull your opponent so he steps towards you. As he steps towards you, this is going to set up your sweep. Hits the sweep, he's going to take that high, and then you'll be learning a couple different finishes from this side, the high ankle. Just show them one for now, Collins. So the wrist control in the head, he hits the sweep, takes it high, he's going to kick that back, and then you'll like it. If you fight high, he's coming right away. You end up on top, transition right into that ball and chain. Good. Those moves, the high crotch, the duck under, that drag double, and the sweep. Those four, that's our base. You need to know that inside and out. You need to be able to do it really well. Okay?